Nettles are absolutely prevalent everywhere. Cities, town centres, parks, hedgerows, in your own garden. You disturb a patch of earth, the first thing that will come up will be a nettle. Nettles are a really versatile plant and they can go into anything that you would necessarily use spinach for.
They're very good if you're anemic or even just to give you your iron a boost. Only use them in cooking until July, because after July they get tough then. And magically, nettles are cleansing. Something that we're going to be showing is how to do a bath blessing.
You can wash your windows with nettles.
Yeah, as
with a dash of vinegar.
That's right.
So yeah, if they're free and cheap, why not get them? Nettle soup's one of the simplest soups to make, and you can use any vegetables, parsnips, potatoes. Always start with an onion. It's a great accompaniment to Sue's soda bread. We're going to use parsnips. We could use potatoes, celeriac, but parsnips are lovely and sweet and hopefully the kids will eat it. We've got a couple of handfuls of nettles, just be careful, don't sting yourself. An onion, a drop of lemon juice just to lift at the end, some butter, some cream, salt and pepper and a few chives to slip over the top. So I'm going to start off by chopping the onion. And if you leave the end on the onion, then you won't cry. So I'm going to add enough butter to the saucepan. And when we sweat the onions off, we're going to be releasing some of that bitter juice, so they turn lovely and sweet. While those are sweating off, we're going to start on the parsnips. So we're just going to peel and chop 4 parsnips. Any root vegetables will do, especially at this time of year, because they're coming to the end of their season now. We're going into more spring veg. So a soup is a great way to use up those vegetables that are maybe getting a little bit woody. And we're just going to chop them up into medium-sized chunks. They don't need to be really small. Parsnip cooks really fast. We're looking at feeding about 4 people with this. 2 if you're greedy, 6 if you're not so greedy. I'm going to make some stock up. So 1 stock cube, great if you can make your own stock. Any vegetables, 20 minutes in some water, strain it off. We haven't got time for that really. I don't know many people that have, and stock cubes are so great now. So we're going to make up about a pint of stock, and we're just going to add that over to the pan with the onions and the parsnips. And I'm also going to add another half a pint, 3/4 of a pint of warm water just to make up the fluid. So now we're going to simmer that for about 10 to 15 minutes. When the parsnips are nice and soft, and you can smash them with a fork, then we're ready to go to the next stage. So parsnips are nice and soft now, so they're ready for blitzing with the nettles. So we're going to add a real zest of spring now. We're going to really boost this up, otherwise it would be a winter soup with the winter vegetables. Good couple of handfuls of nettles, don't use your hands unless you've got gloves on. So we'll pop them in there. They've been nicely washed, and all those little stalks, because it's the tips of the nettles, they'll be lovely and soft and they'll just all come down. And we're just going to press that down into the stock, because as soon as those nettles hit the heat, they'll lose their sting. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to blitz the nettles and the parsnip together, make a lovely smooth soup. Try to keep your blender right at the bottom so you don't blitz yourself, and in you go. And all those nettles in there, that's a great big boost of vitamin C. And if we're looking at the magical properties of it, you know, that's a real fiery hit of a bit of courage in there for you. And then we'll season to taste. So seasoning is crucial in all cooking. It's what lifts ordinary food into restaurant food, so you really need to get your seasoning in. Don't be frightened of salt and pepper. So we want a good pinch of salt, really lift those flavours, and a good couple of twists of black pepper. Then we'll have a good squeeze of lemon, which really lifts the flavour of all soups actually. So especially things like mushroom, earthy soups, really need a good squeeze of lemon just to lift that flavour. Give it a bit of a stir and taste it. You have to taste your food. That's perfect.